Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you in our YouTube channel Gurmantra Shikshaka Granth, and I'm your educator Saranya, and this is our part 2 of animal biotechnology. Okay, so we're going to learn some of the concepts today related to animal biotechnology, which will be like a continuation to the yesterday's class. So first is counting of cells using Tryphon blue assay. So yesterday we studied that we will count the cells to 1 to 1.5 millions, and after that we will put it for culturing. Right, we'll put in the media and keep it for culturing. So how do you count? For that you will be using a dye called as Tryphon blue, and the assay is called as Tryphon blue assay. So living cells will exclude the Tryphon blue. Exclude means it will not take up. Okay, the living cells will not take up the Tryphon blue and will appear white, whereas dead cells will take up the dye. Okay, the dead cells will take up the dye and it will appear blue. Okay, because for the dead cell, the membrane would have been broken. So you take the cells in a microfuge tube and then you will add the Tryphon blue to it. It is a dye. Then using hemocytometer, you will count the cells. This is the hemocytometer. Okay, here you have two openings. Through this you can add your cells as well as dye. Through capillary motion it will move like this, and here also you can add your cells and dye. Through capillary motions it will move just like this. Okay, so your cells as well as your dye is present now in the hemocytometer, and you can visualize them using the microscope. And yes, you're going to count them also using microscope only. So the dead cells you will be having as well as the living cells, you have to count the both. So this is the Tryphon blue assay. What happens is Tryphon blue cannot enter the viable cells. Okay, Tryphon blue is a dye which cannot enter into the viable cells because it is completely intact. But the dead cells are permeable. They have little bit broken membranes through which your Tryphon blue can actually easily enter. So next is concentration of viable cells. How do you actually measure the concentration of the viable cells? So viable cells count, that is live cells. Viable cells means live cells per ml. That will be equal to number of live cells counted divided by number of large corner square counted into D, that is your dilution factor, into 10,000. 10,000, okay, into 10,000, because you want this to be per ml. That is why you are doing 10,000. Okay, so D is equal to dilution of the Tryphon blue. Here the D means dilution of Tryphon blue, and you are multiplying it with 10,000 to convert number of cells per ml. Okay, so percentage viability is equal to number of live cells divided by total cells into 100. So this is your hemocytometer, and these are the corner cells. We studied the formula, right? Number of large corner square counted. That is, these are the corner squares. Basically, these four will be counted and the center one will be counted. So this is your hemocytometer. Okay, so corner squares 4, these 4 will be counted, and the center square, this one will be counted. So number of viable cells will be, okay, number of, I mean percentage of viable cells, you can count it like number of viable cells divided by total cells into 100. So average number of cells per square, that you can count by viable cells divided by number of squares you are actually counting. Dilution factor, how will you calculate the dilution factor? That is final volume by volume of the cells. And concentration of viable cells, you can calculate it by number of cells by per square. Okay, number of cells per square into dilution factor into 10 power 4, so that you will get the answer like so many cells per ml. Okay, these are the formulas you should actually know. They might not ask you all of this in exam, but yes, you should definitely know. Sometimes they will ask you in problems. Okay, so today we are going to understand what is subculturing or passaging. Okay, subculturing as well as passaging are the same thing, which means you're going to have a culture like this. So you have a culture like this, okay, culture vessel where the cells are growing, and if the cells are more than 90% confluent, okay, confluent, you what you will do is you're going to remove some of the cells from this and keep it in cultures like this. and they will start growing. So this is called as subculturing or passaging. Both are the same thing. So remove the cultured cells from the incubator. Okay, you're going to remove the cultured cells from the incubator. Visually inspect the cells for change in pH. And how will you do that? By seeing what is the color of the media. You have the phenol red indicator that will actually tell you about what is the condition of the cells. So you can visually inspect the cells for change in pH, like discoloration by the phenol red. Then you will view it in the microscope and you will calculate the percentage confluency, that is percentage of the vessel covered by the cell. Okay, if you will count the confluency, if it is greater than 90%, if it is greater than 90%, then you will remove the culture medium from the culture vessel and you will start subculturing. And for that you will wash the cells first with PBS. Okay, wash the cells with PBS to remove all the traces of the media, okay, which contains, okay, because in the media, what do you have? In the media you have like DMEM, which is a Dalby-Coase media, any media you can have, plus 10% FBS. So this is the composition of your media. Okay, you know FBS is nothing but your serum, but serum has a very important property which you should know. So this FBS, okay, this can inhibit trypsin. This can inhibit trypsin. So you have to completely remove the FBS from the media before adding trypsin. Okay, you have to completely remove it. That is why you're washing with PBS. Even if there is traces of media, that will be removed. Okay, so that FBS is completely removed. Okay, once FBS is completely removed, you will add trypsin to the cells. So like this is the cell culture. To this you will add trypsin. Okay, and you will incubate the cells plus trypsin, okay, at 37 degrees Celsius for 2 minutes. Okay, for 2 minutes. After you incubate it, what will happen is trypsin will actually, for example, this is the joined cells, like this, adherent cells. Trypsin will remove the attachment of the cells to the base, as well as it will remove the attachment between the cells. So you will get floating cells all separated from each other like this. Okay, floating cells all separated from each other like this after the 2 minutes of trypsin incubation. You will check for this cell dispersion in the microscope, and yes, if it is dispersed, what you will do is you will add some culture media to this. You will add some media plus FBS, okay, because you have to inactivate the trypsin. You cannot have the trypsin for a long period of time. So you will add the media and FBS to the cells. FBS, what it will do? FBS will inhibit trypsin. FBS will inhibit trypsin, but trypsin will still be present in the media. We have to remove that completely in an inactivated form. Okay, so you're going to transfer the cell suspension to a conical flask and you're going to centrifuge it. So this is like centrifuge tube. You're going to centrifuge it. After you complete your centrifuge, you'll get a pellet and you will get a supernatant. In the supernatant, you will have media, FBS, and you will have trypsin, which is inactivated. That you will remove. And you will have pH, your pellet. So transfer the cell suspension to the conical tubes. You will centrifuge it for like at 125 G, that is 125 RPM, rotations per minute, for 5 minutes. And you will 125 because it is low, it is a low RPM, so that your cells does not get damaged. You will remove the supernatant and you will keep the pellet. Okay, now to the pellet you will add the fresh media and you will resuspend it, and now again you will count the cells. From that you will take 1 to 1.5 million cells. Okay, 1 to 1.5 million cells you will take, and you will culture it in the new vessel. Culture it in the new vessel. Okay, you will add fresh media and you will incubate at 37 degrees Celsius. This is how you do passaging or subculturing. Okay, so you can see this is your primary culture. For example, from this you will put cells in the three vessels. and this is actually called as subculturing or passaging. And why do you do subculturing or passaging? Because the cells have become more in number. Okay, so cells have become more in number, so you have to split them and grow. And why do you do that? Because it is an adherent cell culture. In adherent cell culture, when cell contact happens, cell contact starts happening, inhibition will happen. That is, cell growth will be stopped. You do not want your cells to stop growing. That is why you're subculturing, so that as soon as it reaches like 90 percentage, more than 90 percentage confluency, you remove the cells, so that the culture is not 100% filled with cells. No, we do not take that risk. 100% cells means they've already decided. And how do they decide that they should stop growing? Because they will send signal to each other. First of all, it is a adherent cell and they are in contact with each other. Second, it's just a monolayer, so they can easily transfer the information from one place to another and they will stop dividing. Okay, so that is all for you today. What did we see? We saw how we will count the cells using Trifon blue assay. Okay, so living cells will not take up the Trifon blue dye, but the dead cells will take the Trifon blue dye, because dead cells will have permeability to the membrane. Okay, so these are some of the formulas you should know, especially in hemocytometer. This four squares will be counted and the center square will be counted. Okay, so why do we do subculturing? So that the cells does not stop growing, and yes, the cells have been completely covered. Okay, it's a monolayer, it is completely covering the culture. You have to again split the cells and culture it. Okay, for that you will be first seeing it visually using phenol red, second in microscope, third 90% confluency. Remember, all these are key points. Okay, all these are key points. Next, the most important key point is adding PBS, washing it. Then what is the function of FBS? You should know. Trypsin, how long you're going to incubate it. Okay, so how do you actually inhibit the trypsin? That you should know. Okay, then you will have to know, like, why do we do the centrifugation, and if we do centrifugation, what do we get? We get supernatant and we get pellet. And what is the composition of supernatant and what is the composition of pellet? Supernatant will contain the media FBS trypsin in activated form. Pellet will contain your cells. Okay, you will add the fresh media to resuspend it. Then you will use hemocytometer, same thing which we already studied. Then you will see, like, you should know how much cells you should have. Okay, like 1 to 1.5 million cells per ml. Okay, also know that that is per ml. Okay, you will add the fresh media and you will incubate it at 37 degrees Celsius. This is your final step. Okay, this is your final step. I hope you understood the concepts of uh, cell counting by Trifon blue and passaging. Okay, so, if you are a CSIRNet aspirant and are interested in taking an academy subscription paid classes, you can do that by following Neha Taneja ma'am. Okay, so you will get daily live classes, structured courses, live test quizzes, and unlimited access. This is the pricing, so you can choose according to your requirement. And to get 10% off, use the code Neha. Okay. So you can like, share, subscribe, also comment on the videos, so that we know what are you experiencing, and what if you need anything else, or if you are satisfied, whatever it is, let us know in the comment section. Okay. Okay, subscribe to our YouTube channel Gurmantra Shikshaka Granth. You can also join our Telegram channel where you will get regular updates on all the videos, everything you will get. Okay, you can join our Facebook page. You can visit our website. Also, if you have any further queries, you can mail us on tanejanehaofficial@gmail.com. Also, contact us at 935128000. Okay, Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Keep preparing well because you do not have a lot of time. You have less time only. So keep preparing well. You have done so good for so long. You can still do good further go. Okay. Always keep smiling.